What it was? Rate of change of distance with respect to time. That was the speed. Rate of change of distance with respect to time. Then in speed we have discussed uniform. Uniform, and this rate of change is uniform. Yes or no? By the same distance, every second it is changing. Okay. That was uniform, covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. Next we discussed non-uniform. Non-uniform speed, and when the speed is non-uniform, that is covering unequal distance in equal intervals of time, we talk of instantaneous speed and of average speed. Okay, average speed. Okay, when we are talking of uniform speed, these two terms are meaningless or useless, we can say, because uniform speed will be same as instantaneous and same as average speed. Okay, this is clear. This we have discussed. Today we will be discussing velocity. Velocity we haven't started. So we are starting with velocity. So what other than speed we'll have? We'll have the direction. That is speed plus direction will give us velocity.
So we have started velocity and we are in non-uniform or variable velocity.
Okay, so uniform velocity we have discussed. Non-uniform variable. Okay, 1 minute I'll give you on a velocity. Okay, a quick reason we'll do. What is velocity? It is the rate of change of distance in particular direction. Yes or no? Here we are having direction as well with respect to time. So in broad terms, you can say rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Okay, this was our velocity. This was our velocity. Displacement upon time. Uniform velocity we have discussed. Okay, when body travels equal distance in a particular direction in equal intervals of time. So here we have direction as well velocity. So today we have to start with non-uniform velocity. Okay. Now how non-uniform velocity can take place? How non-uniform velocity? So you see here velocity we have, what we have, magnitude, that is the speed, plus direction. These are the two terms in we consider or we talk of in velocity. Okay. Now if magnitude changes, direction does not change. This course direction does not change. Okay, or we can write no change. We say velocity is variable. Okay, or it no change in magnitude, but direction changes. Again we say velocity changes, that is variable velocity or non-uniform or variable velocity. So any of these quantity changes, it will be variable velocity. The velocity will become variable, or both changes, then it will be variable velocity non-uniform. Understood? Either of the one of these quantity changes, either the magnitude changes or the direction changes, or both changes. Then that velocity is called as non-uniform. It is non-uniform or variable velocity. That is, velocity is varying. Velocity is varying. Okay. Okay, so I ask you one question. Okay, so for example, a body is falling from the sky. Okay, what is changing? It's a variable velocity or uniform velocity?
Variable velocity.
It is a variable velocity. You can see as well. Take any body and just drop it. What you're going to see? Initially, its velocity is 0. As you live, after some time, it increases to some value. Again, some value, it increases. So velocity will be increasing. And why increasing? See here, increase can only take place when some force is being applied to it. Without any force applied, no change will be there. Okay, this will be discussed in detail in third chapter. Okay, so some force has to be there to increase or change the velocity. So that force, which force is coming? Gravitational force. Because of that, velocity keeps on changing every second or every instant. The velocity is changing. Okay, so velocity. So here the magnitude is changing or the direction. Here the magnitude changes, direction is same. Okay, okay, now see here, for example, body is moving in a circle. It's a circular motion, and see here its speed is same, that is it is moving with a uniform speed. Okay, but what about the velocity? Is velocity uniform or non-uniform? It is moving in a circular path.
Variable.
It is variable. So see here, what is varying? Magnitude is same. Magnitude is constant. Here see direction is varying. How it is varying? For example, at this point, this is the center. Draw the tangent this direction. At this point, it is moving this direction. This will be the direction of speed, velocity. This will be the direction of velocity. Always tangential to the motion. Okay, to the curve as well, we can say. Understood? So here, what is changing? Direction is changing, but the magnitude is same, and the magnitude will be equal to the speed of the body. Speed is same. Speed is uniform, but velocity is variable in circular motion. Understood this one? Here, the speed is varying as well as velocity is varying because magnitude is varying. Okay, these two examples are clear. And when we have the variable velocity, we'll talk of instantaneous velocity. Yes or no? We'll talk of instantaneous velocity and average velocity. Okay, instantaneous velocity and average velocity. So to calculate the instantaneous velocity, what about the time interval? Time interval we have to take very, very small. Time interval as we have taken very small. So if there is any direction change, the direction change we can neglect because in very, very small time, no direction change is there. Okay, very small time we are considering. That means we'll see that no direction is changing. That is motion during this interval does not have the direction change. Okay, and we measure the distance traveled through that or the displacement. Okay, ratio of the distance traveled in a sufficiently small time interval. Okay, very small time interval, since this direction is not changing, the distance covered in that very small time interval, we put in numerator divided by that small time interval will give us the instantaneous velocity, because instantaneous velocity means at an instant. Instant means the time interval is very small. It's very, very small, tending to zero. That is very, very small. Okay. Now, average velocity, how we can calculate average velocity? Like average speed, we have calculated total distance upon total time taken. Okay, and average velocity will be total displacement, or we can say displacement only. Displacement upon
Total time taken.
displacement upon total
Time taken.
time taken. For example, body is here, it moved here, sometimes increase the velocity, sometimes whatever it did. Okay, and from here. So what is the displacement? We'll take only the initial and final position. So from here to, okay, again black or two. Okay, from here to here, take this distance. This will be the displacement. Displacement we took. Okay, this will be the direction. Okay. So this is the initial position, final position. Displacement we took. What is the displacement from the initial position? And total time taken. It will give us the average velocity. This will give us the average velocity. This is clear? Okay. Distinction, go through it once. We'll discuss them. Distinctions are there. Go through it once. What are the differences between speed and velocity? What are the differences between speed and velocity? Okay, what are the differences between speed and velocity? Okay, so first speed and here velocity. Okay, what kind of physical quantity it is? Scalar or vector?
Scalar.
Scalar, because it doesn't have a direction, whereas it's a vector.
Vector quantity.
It's a vector. Okay, now, okay, for a straight line motion, okay, so speed is always taken as positive, yes or no? Magnitude is always positive. Its magnitude is always positive. Speed, Yes or no? Its magnitude is always positive.
Yes, sir.
Okay, magnitude of velocity is also positive. But see here, for example, body is moving in a straight line. Whatever speed magnitude is, that will be the same. So magnitude of velocity is same as speed, but the direction, plus and minus sign here in velocity, it denotes direction. It denotes direction.
Direction.
So if I am having 2 meter per second, 2 meter per second, it means the body is moving in opposite direction. If this I am taking a positive, it means it is moving in opposite direction with a speed of 2 meter per second, with a magnitude of 2 meter per second. So always remember the magnitude is positive. The plus minus sign in velocity denotes direction. Plus minus sign in velocity denotes direction. We are having only straight line motion. So if this direction we are taking positive, this direction will be negative. Okay. Next one is average velocity and average speed we will be discussing. Okay. So for example, a body is moving in a circular path. Is average speed 0? Is average speed 0 here?
No, sir.
No?
No.
You can see at
No, sir.
distance covered, total distance covered divided by total time. That will be the average speed. What about average velocity?
0.
It is
0.
extremely
You can
zero.
see the displacement. The body is coming back to the same position. Therefore, displacement is 0 divided by time taken. It will be 0. Average velocity is 0 in this case. So speed, see here, average velocity of the body can be 0 even if the speed is not 0. Okay. Average velocity can be 0 even if the average speed is not 0. Or you throw a stone, it comes back in the hand. Average velocity is again 0 because no displacement, but speed is there. Understood this one? Okay, examples we already discussed. Okay, like throwing the stone or in a circular path. Okay, this we have discussed. Okay, today we are starting with acceleration. Okay, so this was the one you all were curious about, acceleration. What is acceleration? Yes or no?
Yes,
So we'll
sir.
discuss acceleration.
Sir,
Like we have discussed earlier, G when we have discussed time period, G acceleration due to gravity. Okay, I can write. G was the acceleration due to gravity, and its value was 9.8 meter per second square, or 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, this we have to discuss. Okay, so this is one kind of acceleration only, that is because of gravitational force. Okay, so we'll be discussing acceleration now. Like you say, when you increase the speed, or press the accelerator, the speed increases, and you say the car is accelerating. When you remove your pedal, foot from your pedal, it decreases. You say car is deaccelerating, that is speed is reducing, or car is retarding. Okay, understood? So we'll be discussing acceleration and retardation in this one, acceleration term only. Okay, so what does acceleration denotes? Anyone who have got the idea? Car speed is increasing, sometimes car speed is decreasing. We call the car, when speed is increasing, we can say car is accelerating. So it is rate of change of
Velocity.
acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Change of velocity with respect to time. Rate of change of velocity. What is the change in the velocity? So acceleration equal to change in velocity divided by time taken. That is, in what time that change has taken place. In what time that change has taken. Time taken. Okay. In what time that change in velocity has taken place. So time interval, you can say. The time in which this change has taken place. Time interval. Okay. So acceleration is change in velocity divided by time interval. So what will be the unit of acceleration? Velocity unit. What is the velocity unit? Meter per second divided, okay, meter per second divided by second. It is how much? Meter per second square or meter, this one. Okay, you can see change in speed per second. What is acceleration? Change in speed per second. That is each second, what is the amount of change in velocity? That is giving us acceleration. Change in speed, change in velocity. That is each second, how much is the change in velocity? That is nothing but we call as acceleration. Like speed, what was speed? Change in distance. That is in each second, how the distance is changing. How the distance is changing. Acceleration, how the velocity is changing each second. That is giving us acceleration. Okay, unit is clear. Meter per second square. Meter per second. Speed, velocity per second. How the velocity is changing. This is clear. Okay, so change in velocity, how we can calculate. So for example, initially we have, for car you take or body you can take, it is moving with initial velocity u. Its initial velocity is u. Okay, now it accelerates for t seconds and its velocity after t seconds become v. This is our initial velocity. U is our initial velocity and v is our final velocity. So what is the change in velocity?
V minus u.
Final minus initial. Final velocity minus initial velocity. That is v minus u. This is the change. Okay. How much time it has taken? T seconds. So acceleration will be how much?
V minus U by T.
V minus u by t. Okay. Arrow see here, I have avoided arrow. These all are vector quantities only. Okay. Remember, I have avoided arrow. Okay. You can add the arrows, but I have avoided. We all know these all we are discussing vector quantities. Acceleration is vector quantity. Initial velocity, final velocity, they are vector quantities. Okay. Time is scalar. Okay. So, but we have avoided just for having the simplified representation. Okay. So acceleration is v minus u by t. Change in velocity divided by time. This you all remember. Acceleration basics. Acceleration equal to change in velocity upon time interval. This we have to remember. So change in velocity nothing but v minus u. Time interval taken t. Okay. Now we can use different representation of this. Okay. Now see here. For example, acceleration we already know v minus u upon t. This is okay. Now v minus u can be written as at. T take on that side. V equal to u plus at. Okay. Now see here what is we are writing. Final velocity is how much? This is final velocity. Initial velocity, what we are adding?
80.
Change. This is nothing but change in velocity.
Yes,
It is nothing
sir.
but change in velocity only. We have discussed change in velocity divided by time. Change in velocity a into t. Acceleration gives us how much per second it is changing. Into time will give us the change in velocity for the whole time. Understood? So that change in velocity we are adding to the initial velocity, we'll get the final velocity. Understood these equations? The change in velocity we are adding to the initial velocity and we are going to get the final velocity. This is very important. Acceleration is the most loved part. I like it much. Understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood this one? So acceleration denotes change in velocity. These are the different equations. Okay, now for example, body is starting from rest. If body is starting from rest, then initial velocity will be
0.
0. V equal to
80.
80. Okay. If body after moving some distance comes to rest. So initial velocity is there. As it comes to rest, V will be
V will be 0.
0. Okay. So u plus 80 equal to 0. Yes or no? Or u equal to minus 80 or 80 equal to minus u. That is What is happening? Change in velocity is taking place in opposite direction. Yes or no? That is retarding it is. It is retarding the motion, that is car is moving and we are trying to stop the car. Okay. Okay, see the examples once. Okay, now we will be going to discuss very important thing. Okay, the direction and all. Okay, so first see the example. Read the example one, everyone. Suppose the car initially on page number 32. Read that example. We'll be solving these two examples. So when change in velocity is positive, body is said to be accelerating. Yes or no? That is, velocity is increasing. When the change in velocity is negative, that means the velocity is decreasing. So we call it as retardation or deceleration. And body's velocity is decreasing. Okay. So suppose the car initially at rest. Suppose the car initially at rest means u equal to 0. This is our initial velocity. And on starting acquires a velocity of 20 meter per second. So final velocity is equal to how much? 20 meter per second. In time interval, how much? 10 seconds. So it took 10 seconds to acquire velocity from 0 to 20 meter per second. And we have to calculate acceleration. Acceleration is, we have to find the change in velocity per second. So what is acceleration is v minus u upon t, change in velocity divided by time interval. So v minus t, 20 minus 0 upon 10. 2 meter per second square. It means each second, the velocity is increasing by 2 meter per second. Each second, the velocity is increasing by 2 meter per second. You can see as well, initially it was 0, after 1 second it will become 2, after 2 seconds it will become 4, after 3 seconds it will become how much? 8? 6. After 3 seconds, 6. After 4 seconds, 8. After 5 seconds, 10. After 10 seconds, it will become 20 meter per second. So each second, the velocity is changing by 2 meter per second. It is increasing by 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second, it is increasing. Okay. See the next example. Initially moving with 25 meter per second. Okay. Initially moving with 25 meter per second. And it comes to rest. Rest means v equal to 0 and time taken is 5 seconds. Okay. So acceleration equal to v minus u upon t. V is 0 minus 25. Always remember we have to put as such the quantities. 25 divided by 5. Okay. How much we are getting? Minus 5 meter per second square. Or minus 5 meter per second divided by 1 second. Okay. After this, I'm going to discuss with these examples. I'm going to discuss a very important concept, that is of direction. Okay. So what you are seeing here, when velocity is increasing, acceleration comes out to be 2 meter per second square. That is, each second it is increasing by 2 meter per second. Okay. Here, body is having initial velocity 25 meter per second, but after 5 seconds, it has stopped. And we have calculated the acceleration, comes out to be minus 5 meter per second square. Acceleration is minus 5 meter per second. What does it means? Minus 5 meter per second. What does it mean? Every second, the velocity is decreasing. So here the negative sign, it denotes decrease in velocity. Yes or no? Or we can say it tells us the body is deaccelerating. Negative sign denotes us that body is deaccelerating or retarding. Okay. It is retarding. The body is deaccelerating. This negative sign tells us whether there is a decrease in velocity. Yes. And positive sign tells us increase in velocity. Understood? So with acceleration, plus and minus, what they denote? Do they denote the direction?
No, sir.
Are they are
No,
not
sir.
denoting direction. In acceleration, they are not denoting direction. They are denoting whether the body is accelerating, that is, whether the velocity is increasing or whether the body is deaccelerating. That is, velocity is decreasing. Okay, understood? So acceleration plus minus sign, they denotes whether the body is accelerating or deaccelerating, whether the body's velocity is increasing or whether the body's velocity is decreasing. That plus and minus tells us. Have you understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, okay. So here comes out to be acceleration as minus 5 meter per second square. Okay. I can write this as well, retardation equal to 5 meter per second square. Okay. Here negative sign is taken care in retardation because I have specified that retardation is taking place. That retardation is taking
What
place.
is retardation?
Retardation means velocity is decreasing. We are retarding the body. That is decreasing the velocity. We are trying to stop the body. Okay. Or
What is
deaccelerating.
the sign of retardation? Sign.
What
By
is
which symbol we use retardation?
retardation? Mainly we use A only. A only we rarely use. We rarely use this term. Okay. In your questions, if it is given retardation go to 5 meter per second square. Okay. It means acceleration you will be writing as minus 5 meter per second square. So in numerical problems, you will be using acceleration only. Okay. In numerical problems, you'll be using only acceleration. If the question is given, for example, calculate the retardation here. Okay, we have calculated the acceleration minus 5 meter per second square. Now I'll be writing retardation equal to 5 meter per second square. Okay, retardation means negative sign we already have taken care in retardation term. That is, retardation means decreasing. Okay, from retardation, if it is given question, that retardation is 2 meter per second square. It means acceleration is how much? Minus 2. Retardation means velocity is decreasing. Okay. Okay. So here the acceleration does not provide us the direction of the motion. It doesn't provide. The plus and minus sign denotes whether the velocity is increasing or decreasing. So how we are going to get the information regarding direction? So see here, direction, how we can get? We already know change in velocity. In which direction the change in velocity is taking place? That will give us the direction of motion. Understood? The direction in which the change is taking place. Okay. So this box is given. This is very important. Okay. Read the box. I'm reading the box. It may be mentioned here that the acceleration of a body does not determine its direction of motion. We already seen it does not determine the direction of the motion. Plus minus denotes the whether the body is accelerating or deaccelerating, whether the velocity is increasing or decreasing. Okay. The positive or negative sign of acceleration tells us whether the velocity is increasing or decreasing. This is clear with time. Whereas the positive or negative sign of velocity tells us the direction of the motion. This is clear. And see here above this box, there is one more line. Okay. Two lines are there. The direction of acceleration is the direction of change in velocity. So how we are going to get the direction of acceleration? Because acceleration is a vector quantity. How we are going to get the direction? So direction of acceleration is the direction of the change in velocity. For motion in straight line, acceleration is in direction of the motion of the body. So in which direction the motion is taking place? Since we are having only the straight line motion, so direction in which the motion is taking place, that will be the direction of the acceleration. Understood? So in broad terms, you can say direction of acceleration is the direction in which change is taking place. Direction of the acceleration is the direction in which change is taking place. Since we are having only straight line motion, we'll be saying that the direction of motion is the direction of the acceleration. So direction of acceleration will be in the direction of the motion. Have you understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uniform variable and those all acceleration due to gravity. That is important as well. We'll discuss that. Acceleration due to gravity is very important. Tomorrow we have the class. We'll discuss in that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And solve the numericals.
Okay,
Start
sir.
solving the numericals. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Okay.
when will the
Holidays, I haven't got any date. Most probably maybe 14th. From 14th, maybe holidays may be come. From 14th,
Sir, holiday homework.
holiday homework, just revise them okay, holiday homework. The holiday homework is that, okay. See here, whatever we have completed, the numericals must be in notebook, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Numericals must be there in notebook. Okay. See here, I'll be uploading the solutions afterwards on group. But before that, you must do. At least try them. I'll upload the solution for first C. From C, I'll start. A is not required. C, I'll
Sir,
start.
we have
But
to not do that practical book work.
practical book as well, I'll be uploading tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the class. I'll be telling you that all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, and one more thing, question answers. Go through them, find them in holidays, go through them, find them, revise them. No need of doing them in notebook, but at least you must know their answers. So you must revise them, try practice them in rough notebook anywhere you want. Okay. Okay, then
Okay,
thank
sir.
you.
Sir, why the classes are shown up to 17th?